Um,
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Oscar.
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
Just uncle and aunt, right?
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
W. Jules.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
No sexo scene. Oh, we did have a sexo scene.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
New quests.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Another upgrade? Vivian.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Holy shit, so many open up. If this says side quest, good
First the
one.
skies.
Gav.
You alright?
Origin.
About that.
Ultima bloke.
Aye. Let's see. You off then?
Uncle.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved.
I would have done the same.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make it
From what little
I suppose. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days. We must move quick.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. The realm's army, as you've seen firsthand, certain cities have banded together to... And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Sure.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent.
No.
Thanks, Onk. Joshua.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua Waterall.
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will.
His will.
In the crypt, beneath. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover, and in the process of doing so...
I'm surprised anything.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as...
Very well.
Some of these seem way more important than the others, but I'm doing them all at the same time.
Must we away? My decision is made.
The Sage.
You said it yourself. He must.
He must.
The time is nigh, Ifrit.
Sid, do you have a moment?
Another
By all
again
means.
Doors?
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison.
How did she come?
Finding bearers always... And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. And even better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When...
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from I can't let those bearers die in their cells.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're...
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, and we stay no longer than we have to. Ash,
Thank you, Sid. Chadwick.
Shit.
Another of my former master's protégés. The thought of him held captive.
he must be very important.
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of... We should head there as quickly as we can.
As do I, Dora.
This is what's important too.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help.
It depends what we're...
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to... As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but...
Because our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers... But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so... And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' testing?
One can never have too much...
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you be and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach.
No time like the present.
No time like the present.
We can forget this one for like 2 weeks.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer. Vivian, and I'd be happy to help you find the book.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will...
Please. You have always granted me. It's only right that I return the favor.
You are too... Alas, what I ask of you... I spoke with Hippocrates to see if he... But perhaps...
If you say so.
Forgive me. But this book... It set me on the path to becoming...
Okay. Cool. No more.
Through Orcish lands.
Uh-oh. Mauling? Finish them off for now. What level am I? 56. 47. Ding 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 ding. 500. Is there any... There aren't. How the hell can I get... Oh, okay.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to... My name is Herman. I wish to be deployed.
No. I will not send good men and women. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve... I was raised, or rather, it was not a place of nurture. We were tortured. Until we... And few ever survived long...
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. But they must be remembered. The Institute was run with military precision. Sid.
You were a good friend, but the fact remains that Ash...
Sid.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. I'll go to Bad Bach and find...
You will?
I won't let you risk...
I don't...
You can start by telling me where I'll...
Vida Grace. Hidden...
All right. I'll see what...
May the mothers guide you.
Litany of errors. Another with the engineers. Uh-oh.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what?
No.
It's Miss Middle. Very strange. She's...
When she is, she acts...
In the class.
That's what I...
Well, she does have a lot on...
long ago.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? Don't listen to her.
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together?
Why don't I go and see?
You do that. She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him.
Thanks for the warning.
Mididol. Here we come, Mid.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, first I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Like
No, not again.
Are after. I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who...
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill.
Yeah.
See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Okay.
Has Mididol mentioned a new project yet?
Turtle.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
But why?
What's wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Oh.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you.
Oh my god. He probably barks
Where
back
to
though.
then, Torgal?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
All right, Torgal. bit more. Do you have a better hint for... Unless... You've already given me one. Why don't we try the rookery? To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
No, let's go talk to our Parker dudes.
Ah, Clive, my boy.
Hippocrates. I've been charged with locating a book called...
And you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You...
Right as always, but she didn't seem keen to tell me very much.
And yet I gather it did. Clive, if the young professor... I fear she asks the impossible.
The executor?
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and in one such text, being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling a tale which could or so rumor has it. I've never...
How is it that I haven't heard?
Why? Secrecy. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp.
By the hand of the...
But what drives them?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors, you may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars, but rather less so across the strait. I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of... Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. But, though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that to survive, if you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library.
Very well. I'll be sure to pay...
Alright. Amen.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away.
All right, Sid.
Only if you want. Mid needs a piece of light but durable.
Most bones are the same. If it's durability you're looking for...
I do. Will any hold that up?
Well, with shells, but don't expect to make quick work.
I'll keep that in mind. Nazaire might at least have mentioned...
Not lied. I'm tired. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna go to sleep. And I'll be back later on, a couple hours. Have a good night, guys.